This is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Trivia for Kids, the podcast. As always, I'm Casey.
And I'm Quinn.
We are so excited to bring you Thanksgiving in a trivia form. Well, one category at least. I couldn't think of 35 trivia questions all about Thanksgiving, so you'll get 7 and maybe a few here and there. But I love Thanksgiving week. I only have to work 3 days, and then I get to have a day off to eat food. Yay! Yeah. Do you like Thanksgiving?
I do like Thanksgiving, especially the family.
Oh, that's nice.
That's the best part.
We get to see our family this week that we don't get to see very often, so we're very excited. All right, Quinn. Do you know any Thanksgiving jokes?
No.
No. Do you know any jokes about food?
Not off the top of my head. I'm sure if you told me one, I'd know it. But
Right. How about some jokes from listeners?
Sounds great.
All right, joke number 1 comes from listener Declan.
Thank you, Declan.
I think he made this one up. Why did the house have to get taken down?
I don't know.
Because they were using it too much. That would happen, maybe.
Yeah.
Joke number 2 comes from listener Stella.
Thank you, Stella.
Why did the policeman spill his tea?
Because they like coffee better.
Because he has so much to talk about. Spill the tea. Spill the tea, Quinn. What's new, police officer?
I don't know. Nothing really.
Nothing really. All right, and our last joke comes from listener Miles.
Thank you, Miles.
What is a parrot's favorite dip?
Parrots and Ranch.
Squawk-a-mole!
That's good.
All right, thanks for the jokes, everybody.
Yes.
Now it's time for drum roll trivia for kids.
Children.
Oh, and children. The podcast. Let's go.
Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round number 1. The category is Pixar Movies. Question 1. What was the first feature-length Pixar film? Toy Story, Ratatouille, or Finding Nemo? Question 2. What is Sully's full name in Monsters, Inc.? Question 3. How many new emotions come into Riley's brain in Inside Out 2? Question 4. In which city does the movie Ratatouille take place? Berlin, Rome, or Paris? Question 5. What is the name of the talking dog in Up? Question 6. In the movie Onward, what is the name of the van that the 2 brothers, Ian and Barley, travel in? Allison, Persephone, or Guinevere? Question 7. On what object did Marlin and Dory find the address of the person that kidnapped Nemo? And now the round number 1 answers. Question 1. What was the first full-length feature film by Pixar? Toy Story, Ratatouille, or Finding Nemo?
Toy Story was the first one.
It was Toy Story. Do you know what year that happened?
2001.
1995. Wow. I mean, I was even a kid in 1995, so that was a long, long time ago. Question 2. What is Sully's full name in Monsters, Inc.?
James P. Sullivan.
James P. Sullivan.
I wonder what the P stands for.
Does he graduate or something? Like I think of like a guy's low voice. Oh, is it the boss who's talking about
Spider guy.
how good he is? James P. Sullivan. What do you think the P stands for? Peter?
Priscilla.
James Priscilla Sullivan?
Gertrude.
Persephone? Pierce? Maybe it's just a P. I know some people have a middle initial. It's just a letter. Question 3. How many new emotions come into Riley's brain in Inside Out 2?
4 new emotions.
Can you tell me what they are?
Wait, 5. Nostalgia, anxiety, embarrassment, ennui, and envy.
You got them. Anxiety, envy, ennui, and embarrassment were actually in the movie. And then at the very end, nostalgia shows up.
Beginning.
That's right. Oh, was that the beginning? I thought it was
It's
at the
both.
end.
It's at both.
Question 4. In what city does the movie Ratatouille take place? Berlin, Rome, or Paris?
Paris.
It's in Paris. That is correct.
I was expecting that.
I feel, why do we do that? Why every time we talk about French, I say, Do French people say that? I don't know. I feel like as Americans, it's like a stereotype that we think French people go, I don't know
What do you think
why.
they say about us? Like,
Oh, goodness. I don't know. Question 5. What is the name of the talking dog in Up?
Pug. Doug.
His name is Doug. That's right.
Doug.
I don't know. Did you think it was Pug?
No.
Doug. I like where Doug's like, I like squirrel. And then
Yeah.
that's kind of how Ren is. She'll be talking and then she'll be like, "Bleh," like totally loses track.
Mm.
Question 6. In the movie Onward, what is the name of the van the two brothers, Ian and Barley, travel in? Allison, Persephone, or Guinevere?
Guinevere.
Her name is Guinevere, which is the one whose van it is, who like loves that van. Barley,
Barley.
it's his van, yes. And its name is Guinevere, and it has a unicorn on the side,
Yeah.
like a sparkly, I don't know what's on it.
A unicorn.
Just a unicorn, isn't it like flying with like
Yeah.
stars and a trail of
At the end, they repaint it as them riding it.
the unicorn?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Because their car gets destroyed.
Oh. Question 7. On what object did Marlin and Dory find the address of the person that kidnapped Nemo?
A scuba mask.
It was on the diver's mask. P. Sherman's diver's mask fell off the boat and sank into the ocean. Dory was able to read the address on the diver's mask, which belonged to P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia. Wallaby, didgeridoo, Hugh Jackman. Yes. It always comes up. Wallaby, didgeridoo, Hugh Jackman. Round number 2. The category is Thanksgiving. Question 1. Which famous American president was the first to declare Thanksgiving a national holiday? George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or Richard Nixon? Question 2. The Wampanoag was the first what to help the Pilgrims during the first Thanksgiving? Question 3. What is the main ingredient in traditional Thanksgiving stuffing? Bread, ham, or sesame seeds? Question 4. What type of meat is traditionally served at Thanksgiving in the United States? Question 5. Which popular Thanksgiving dessert is made from a gourd? Question 6. What casserole can be topped with nuts and marshmallows? Question 7. How many days did the first Thanksgiving last? 3, 7, or 11? Answers to round number 2. Question 1. Which famous American president was the first to declare Thanksgiving a national holiday? George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or Richard Nixon?
Abraham Lincoln.
That was so fast. It is Abraham Lincoln. He declared it a holiday during the Civil War to promote unity. I feel like the more I hear about Abraham Lincoln, the more I like him. Like, what a good dude. I wish I would have loved to have known Abraham Lincoln. Question 2. The Wampanoag was the first what to help the Pilgrims during the first Thanksgiving?
A tribe.
They were the Native American tribe, correct. They assisted the Pilgrims with food and survival techniques during their first harsh winter in America. What a kind thing to do. These people just show up out of nowhere. You didn't know they even existed.
And they give them food.
And you decide to help them. That's amazing. Thank you.
Sweet.
Thank you to them for what we have today, right?
Yeah.
Question 3. What is the main ingredient in traditional Thanksgiving stuffing? Bread, ham, or sesame seeds?
Sesame seeds.
The answer is bread.
It was bread. I knew that.
Stuffing is typically made from cubed bread, vegetables, herbs, and broth. Today we had a Thanksgiving meal for our church. After church, I skipped the potatoes, just had a big old pile of stuffing.
No, the potatoes were the best part.
I love stuffing.
Ugh.
Skip everything else, just give me the stuffing. Question 4. What type of meat is traditionally served at Thanksgiving in the United States?
Nope. Turkey.
Turkey is the answer.
I said ham. Because you said ham in the last question. And I got
I did.
in my mind.
Your meats got mixed up in your brain. Turkey is what is traditionally served. Question 5. Which popular Thanksgiving dessert is made from a gourd?
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie is made from a gourd. Gourds are any of the hard-shelled fruits like pumpkins, squash, and melons. I did not know that a melon was a gourd.
I didn't either.
When I think of a gourd, I think of those little decorative things.
Yes.
It's like a ball with a little gooseneck, right? That's what I think of when I think of a gourd, or like a thing with like nodules on it, like hard. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, with the little wart thingies.
You heard it here, folks. Melons are gourds, along with pumpkins and squash.
That's crazy.
Didn't know that. Question 6. What casserole can be topped with nuts and marshmallows?
Tater tot.
Tater tot casserole.
No.
Gross.
Green bean. No. Marshmallow casserole.
Sweet potato or yam casserole is topped with marshmallows and nuts.
Bleh.
Yum. I love sweet potatoes. Blah.
Bleh. Nah. Doesn't sound great.
Would you eat the marshmallows at least?
No.
No.
Not on a casserole with like yams and nuts. That sounds gross.
Ren would, I'm sure. She would just be like,
Just the marshmallows though.
just the marshmallows. And then she'd be like, I don't want to eat anything else. I ate all the sweet
I'm
potato
so full.
casserole. Question 7. How many days did the first Thanksgiving last? 3, 7, or 11?
Ooh. 11.
It lasted 3 days. The feast, attended by both the Pilgrims and the Native American tribe mentioned earlier, lasted 3 days of celebrating and eating. I wish ours did. I mean, I'm happy for 1 day. I'd take 3 of celebrating and eating and Black Friday shopping. Do you think they Black Friday shopped back then?
Get your pilgrim hats. Get your
corn husk.
How would you order it?
Like this. I'll take it over here.
with a block of stone. Hello?
Then you would just throw it at the person. Deliver me the goods. Round number 3. The category is agriculture. Question 1. Sowing is another word for doing what to seeds? Question 2. Which insect is known for pollinating approximately 1/3 of the food crops we eat? Question 3. What is the most widely grown crop in America by acreage? Soybeans, corn, or wheat? Question 4. Which animal is commonly raised for wool production? Goats, sheep, or Highland cows? Question 5. What is the name of the machine used to harvest grain crops like soybeans, corn, and wheat? Question 6. What is the primary crop grown for making paper? Question 7. Which animal is primarily raised for milk production? Answers to round number 3. Question 1. Sowing is another word for doing what to seeds?
Stitching them together.
The answer is planting. Sowing is the act of planting seeds, typically done with a specific technique to ensure proper growth. So have you ever heard somebody say that you need to go sow the seeds? Got to plant them in the ground.
No.
Spelled differently than sewing your clothes. Sowing the seed.
Oh, SOW.
Yeah.
If you would have said that, then I would have...
Sorry. Question 2. Which insect is known for pollinating approximately 1/3 of the food crops that we eat?
Bees.
Honeybees. Honeybees play a crucial role in pollinating many of the world's food crops, including fruits, vegetables, and nuts. So I've heard that if the honeybees go extinct, the world there won't be enough food for everybody, and I didn't really understand why. If they pollinate 1/3 of everything, totally makes sense.
That's crazy.
That is they're crucial to us having enough food, it sounds
we
like.
eat the plants, and the animals that we eat the plants, so then we don't get the plants or the animals.
All the cycle. So we got to take care of those honeybees.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a honeybee as a pet? Should we get one of those boxes and put it in our backyard?
No.
I don't like them that much.
You scare me.
Question 3. What is the most widely grown crop in America by acreage? Soybeans, corn, or wheat?
Oh. I want to say soybeans.
The answer is, we live in Iowa.
Corn.
Corn.
Those.
Corn is grown extensively around the world, particularly in the U.S., also in China and Brazil, for food, animal feed, and biofuel production. We use corn for a lot of things.
I thought it was going to be like a trick question, but like, not a trick question, but like a question that you wouldn't think that was going to be the answer
Yep.
to. So I guess they're all one.
That's okay.
Twice.
Question 4. Which animal is commonly raised for wool production? Goats, sheep, or Highland cows?
Sheep.
Sheep is the answer.
I love Highland cows.
Highland cows are very cute.
I want to get one.
As are sheep and goats. Oh man, Highland cows. Highland cows are the long ones with the horns and the long fluffy.
Bangs.
They have bangs and fluffy hair, commonly seen in like bathtubs in art and TJ Maxx and stuff. Question 5. What is the name of the machine used to harvest grain crops like soybeans, corn, and wheat?
Harvester.
What do we call them?
Combines.
Combines. A combine harvester is a very useful machine used to cut, thresh, and clean grain crops in a single process. I don't know how they work, but they are impressive. So a combine is one of those things that has a big fork looking deal in the front with a bunch of different pokey things in a row. And it goes down the row of crops, and the crops go into the combine, and it chops them up, and I don't know how it does it. It will take a ear of corn. It will knock off all of the corn off the cob, throw out the cob, put the good corn in the back. It'll do the same for like a soybean, which comes in a pod. It'll get the beans out of the pod and put the beans separate. I don't know.
Who invented that?
Somebody really smart.
Yeah.
Question 6. What is the primary crop grown for making paper?
Trees?
Wood. Yep. I looked this up because I thought wood isn't a crop, but it is. Trees, particularly softwoods like pine and spruce, are the primary sources of wood pulp, which is then processed into paper. However, it is also creating a big problem for us not having enough trees. So, because of deforestation, taking nature away from the animals for our own consumption anyway.
Yeah.
Try to use less paper.
Recycle your paper when you're done.
Recycle. Yep. Question 7. Which animal is primarily raised for milk production?
Dairy cows.
Cows is the answer. Dairy cows are the main source of milk, which is processed into various products like cheese, yogurt, and butter. Quinn, can you make a cow noise? I can make a really good baby cow noise. Should I try it?
Meh.
Oh, yeah, that's close. They go like, bah. Nope, that wasn't it. Meh. Nope. Whoa. There it was. That's what they sound like. Blah, blah. And it's kind of like, oh, it may sound so sad. I'm going to try to call her mom. Blah, blah. There we go. I can make a baby kitty noise too. That's for another show. Round 4. The category is food in stories. Question 1. Goldilocks tasted all of the food the 3 bears had left out on the table. What were they having for breakfast? Oatmeal, porridge, or cream of wheat? Question 2. What was Little Miss Muffet sitting down to eat before she got scared by a spider? Question 3. At Christmas time, a little boy was sitting in the corner and stuck his thumb in a pie. What sort of fruit did he pull out? A plum, a cherry, or an apricot? Question 4. A baker was making a cake as fast as he could. He rolled it and patted it and put a letter B on the top. Who was this cake for? Question 5. What did Yankee Doodle call the feather that he stuck in his hat? Question 6. Hansel and Gretel were lost in the forest and found a wicked witch's house made from what delicious food? Question 7. What type of food is Humpty Dumpty normally portrayed as? Round 4 answers. Question 1. Goldilocks tasted all of the food that the 3 bears had left on the table. What were they having for breakfast? Oatmeal, porridge, or cream of wheat?
Porridge.
They were having porridge, which I think is like a combination of oatmeal and cream of wheat and like a grain or a ground up grain that's kind of soggy and oatmeal-y. Yeah.
Oatmeal.
Question 2. What was Little Miss Muffet sitting down to eat before she got scared by a spider?
Curds and whey.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away.
I said Miss Muppet.
Miss Muppet.
Miss Muppet.
Curds and whey. Curds like cheese curds, like cottage cheese, and whey being like
Yeah.
no,
The whey.
no,
Oh.
whey, W-H-E-Y.
W-H-O-I.
Question 3. At Christmas time, a little boy was sitting in the corner and stuck his thumb in a pie. What sort of fruit did he pull out? A plum, a cherry, or an apricot?
A plum. Put it in his thumb. Pulled out a thumb.
Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. He stuck in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." Why would there be a whole plum in a cake or in a pie? You'd think they would cut it up.
Or why would they give him a pie if he was in trouble?
Maybe he stole the pie to go eat it, and
What
he
a
was
good
sitting,
boy am I stealing his pie with a big
sitting
plum
in the
it.
corner like, plunk. Question 4. A baker was making a cake as fast as he could. He patted it and put a letter B on the top. Who was this cake for?
Baby and me.
For baby. That's what the B stood for. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it, pat it,
and
mark it with a B. Put it in the oven for baby and me. That is right. You guys loved that when you were little. Question 5. What did Yankee Doodle call the feather that he stuck in his hat?
macaroni.
He called it macaroni. I don't know why. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Like, oh, here's
I
my
needed
feather.
a rhyming word.
That's probably it. Whoop. Oh, macaroni.
Macaroni.
Oh, maybe he was Italian, a Yankee. Question 6. Hansel and Gretel were lost in the forest and found a wicked witch's house made from what delicious food?
Candy. Gingerbread.
It was made out of gingerbread. Yes. Who made it? Did the witch make it?
Yes.
Did she cast a spell and make it? Think of our house being made out of gingerbread. That'd be hard to do.
Or like easy
Yeah.
to push over.
Would you eat it?
Just probably get stale and old from the rain and the
Probably.
hail.
Question 7. What type of food is Humpty Dumpty normally portrayed as?
An egg.
An egg. I wonder why. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again.
But in the actual riddle, they never said he was an egg. So who
Right.
made
I don't know, but I tried to think of a horse because it says all the king's horses and all the king's men. Picturing a horse trying to put an egg back together with
his
its hooves. Like, I don't think they'd be much help. The
Yeah.
horses. Maybe the men, but the horse, he can just eat in the pasture. Round number 5. The category is birds. Question 1. What is the smallest type of bird in the world? A robin, a hummingbird, or a canary? Question 2. The American white variety of what bird can hold 3 gallons of water in its bill? Question 3. Which bird has a beard, a wattle, and a snood? A peacock, a rooster, or a turkey? Question 4. Which scavenger bird has stomach acid more potent than the acid found in car batteries? Question 5. Because of their long legs, what bird's young is called a colt? A crane, a swan, or a flamingo? Question 6. Which bird is the national bird of the United States? Question 7. Which bird was historically used as a messenger in times of war? And now the answers to round number 5. Question 1. What is the smallest type of bird in the world? The robin, the hummingbird, or the canary?
The hummingbird.
Correct. In fact, the rufous and broad-tailed hummingbirds weigh less than a nickel. The bee hummingbird of Cuba weighs less than a dime and is often mistaken for its namesake insect.
Bee. That's crazy.
Bird that is the size of a bee?
I want to keep one of those. Sounds cute.
How would you even find it? Question 2. The American white variety of what bird can hold 3 gallons of water in its bill?
A pelican.
Correct.
Reminds me of Finding Nemo.
Right. Pelicans usually don't store food in their bills. While hunting for fish, they dump the water and quickly swallow their prey. Their bills have a larger capacity than their bellies. So they scoop them up and they're like, get some fish in there. And then they dump it out. And then they I didn't know that. 3 gallons of water, though? Think of 3 milk jugs, 3 gallons of milk in one bill of a pelican.
I wonder how much that would
That'd be heavy.
I can hardly pour a new thing of milk into
How would
cereal.
he carry it? Question 3. Which bird has a beard, a wattle, and a snood? A peacock, a rooster, or a turkey?
A rooster.
The answer is
all of them.
Turkey. The turkey is a native game bird of North America. The fold of flesh that grows from a turkey's throat is called its wattle. The long fleshy ornament that grows from its forehead and hangs over its bill is called a snood, and the long tuft of hair that projects from its breast is called a beard.
Interesting.
So they got a dangly thing on their throat called a wattle. Then they got this weird hanging down piece of flesh called a snood that comes like over their nose and hangs down. And then they have this random long hard piece of hair that comes out of their chest called a beard.
Interesting.
Can you make a turkey sound?
I'm gonna look weird doing it.
Oh yeah, because you
Okay.
have to shake your head to do it, don't you?
I can't do it while I'm laughing though.
Okay, I'll go first. Ready?
Okay. No, wait.
You gonna do it? Good job.
No.
That was a great turkey.
No.
That was great. Question 4. Which scavenger bird has stomach acid more potent than the acid found in car batteries?
Vultures.
Turkey vultures. Useful for digesting rotting carcasses, the stomach acid of a turkey vulture is 100 times more concentrated than a human's. It allows it to digest organisms that cause botulism, anthrax, rabies, cholera, hepatitis, and polio without being affected.
Oh my word. That might be one of the craziest facts I've ever learned.
What an amazing bird. The fact that it's a scavenger and it only eats dead things or things that like everybody else has
And then
passed
they have
on.
rabies, but then they don't get it because of the
Right. The things that have been
Probably
laying out
acid
rotting
scavengers.
forever, and their acid in their stomach is so potent that it just kills everything and they can eat it. That is a crazy fact. Question 5. Because of their long legs, what bird's young is called a colt? A crane, a swan, or a flamingo?
This is a swan.
A crane. The whooping crane is North America's tallest bird, standing at about 5 feet tall. Its young are called colts, like baby horses. So have you seen a baby horse? It has a lot of legs and not a lot of body. So they call whooping cranes colts because they're kind of like that. A lot of legs, not a lot of body. Question 6. Which bird is the national bird of the United States?
The canary. No, is that just Iowa? No, that's one of the states. The bald eagle. Oh my gosh.
The bald eagle is the answer. The state bird of Iowa is
The canary.
the goldfinch.
That's what I meant. They're both yellow.
Oh, Quinny. She's very smart. She really is. I promise.
I'm not on here.
Not on birds, apparently. Question 6. Which bird was historically used as a messenger in times of war?
Pigeon.
A carrier pigeon. We did a pigeons category long time ago. There's a lot of interesting stuff about pigeons if you want to refer back to that old one, but carrier pigeons would take messages through the war, through the battles and fighting, and
to go.
they have like a location system in their brain that is really, really
Go
good.
to this street, this avenue. That doesn't make sense. This avenue, this location, this house number, and you have to drop it off at this exact spot in the house.
I don't know how it works.
That's crazy.
Very smart birds, though. And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are. Question 1. On what object did Marlin and Dory find the address of the person that kidnapped Nemo?
A diver's mask.
Question 2. Which famous American president was the first to declare Thanksgiving a national holiday?
Abraham Lincoln.
Question 3. Which scavenger bird has stomach acid more potent than the acid found in car batteries?
The turkey vulture.
Question 4. At Christmas time, a little boy was sitting in the corner and stuck his thumb in a pie. What sort of fruit did he pull out?
A plum.
Question 5. What is the most widely grown crop in America by acreage?
Corn.
Question 6. Sowing is another word for doing what to seeds?
Planting.
Question 7. Which bird was historically used as a messenger in times of war?
A carrier pigeon.
And here come your shout outs. Agriculture comes from listener Caden.
Thank you, Kaden.
Caden is our neighbor. Maybe we can wave at him from here. Thanks, Caden.
Oh, yeah.
And here come your birthday shout outs. All right, our first birthday shout out goes to listener Millie.
Happy birthday, Millie.
She is turning 12 years old. She's from Canberra, Australia, capital of Australia. Good day, Millie. Wallaby. Didgeridoo. Hugh Jackman. She likes playing netball and Aussie rules football, and she loves Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. She comes from a land down under. Somebody once told me that it was Millie's birthday and that she lived in Australia. She was turning 12 years old, and that was super bold, and I hope it isn't cold in Australia. Happy birthday, Millie! Have the best best day. Our next birthday shout out goes to listener Ethan, who turns 6 years old.
Happy birthday, Ethan.
Ethan loves Legos and Ghostbusters. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ethan's birthday is coming up. What you gonna say? Happy birthday! Ethan is turning 6. What you gonna say? Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Ethan. Hope you bust some ghosts, buddy. All right, our next birthday shout out goes to listener Annalie.
Happy birthday, Annalie.
Oh, Annalie.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's your birthday. Hope it's great. Sweet Annalie.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wishing you the very best day ever. Happy birthday, Annalie!
Happy birthday.
And our next birthday shout out goes to listener Noelle, who is turning 8 years old on Thanksgiving Day. Happy birthday, Noelle. She lives in Florida. She loves cats, playing soccer, and Broadway shows like Hamilton, Mamma Mia, and Six. She also loves playing games and Legos. So many cool things. Happy birthday, Noelle. It is your 8th birthday. Hope you get lots of presents and go out to play. Happy birthday, Noelle. You are so very cool. We hope you have the very best day in your pool. Because you live in Florida and you can still be in a pool if you want to. Happy birthday, Noelle! And our next birthday shout out goes to listener Maggie, who is turning 9.
Happy birthday, Maggie.
Listen to this, gang. Maggie is one of 7 kids, and there is another one on the way next year. Wow! You're going to be one of 8 kids? Maggie,
Crazy.
happy birthday.
Happy
That
birthday.
is crazy. What would you do with 7 siblings? You fight enough with your 2? I can't.
Hey, I fight with Ren.
I can't even imagine. Oh, it's Maggie's 9th birthday. I want to wish you a very happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Maggie. You are super awesome. Oh, happy birthday, Maggie. You have lots of brothers and sisters. Happy birthday, Maggie.
Happy birthday.
Hope it's a great one. Our next birthday shout out goes to listener Phoenix.
Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix.
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 It's your birthday, Phoenix. Hope it's super awesome and it's super great. And you get a lot of birthday cake. Oh, Phoenix.
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 Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right.
Echo thing going on.
Right. I love it. Our next birthday shout out goes to listener Valerie.
Happy birthday, Valerie.
She turns 9. She loves cartwheels, swimming, and Big Bear. She and her sister Lily listen to Trivia for Kids every night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie. Valerie, it's your birthday. Oh, Valerie, have the greatest birthday you've ever had. You're 9. That's fine. Hope you dine on cake and cookies and cupcakes and candy and all kinds of delicious food. Valerie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Valerie. And the last birthday shout out goes to listener Timmy.
Happy birthday, Timmy.
Also turning 9, Timmy loves Pokemon, soccer, and YouTube, and he's having his first sleepover for his birthday.
What?
How fun!
awesome.
Have the best first sleepover, Timmy. That is so cool. Happy birthday, Timmy. You are turning 9. You're having your first sleepover. That is super fun. We hope that you have the very best time. Ooh, ooh. Happy birthday, Timmy. Happy 9th. Happy sleepover. All right, conversation starter time. Miss Quinn, what are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for my family and my life. And
Great.
the podcast.
Great answers. Number 1, I am thankful for God because if it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
for him,
Yep.
I would have given up. He has been opening a lot of doors for us in this podcast, and he's number one because you wouldn't be listening to us if it wasn't for him. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful for this podcast. I'm thankful for all of you. Thank you for being with us. Have a happy Thanksgiving. We love you all. Thank you for listening. See you next week. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Trivia for Kids podcast. If you have not done so already, please give us a 5-star review. Please subscribe to our podcast so that you never miss a new episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Trivia for Kids Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can catch all of our live videos. You can email us at triviaforkidspodcast@gmail.com, and birthday shoutouts are available for Patreon subscribers.